Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this Godot devlog video. In this video I'll show you what I have done in the last few days to learn Godot, the game engine that I will probably use for my first little game. And here you can see I managed to do some walls with an opening, and we can go through the opening, and here is my market stall. Yeah, so I was able to import an object that I made myself, which is quite important. Then I thought, okay, now it's landscape time. And there is a wonderful add-on available. It's called Terrain 3D. And here, this is not made by me. It's only installed by me. So I wanted to try whether it runs in my installation. And it did run. It was easy to install. You can get it at GitHub for free. And yeah, I thought, okay, this is quite good. It has, it's very performant. And so it runs fast, and I thought this is very, very good that it runs so fast. And the look of it here is, from texture-wise, is more on the realistic side. I want to make it more stylized, but I can just switch the textures. And I think it looks rather good with this realistic textures. And here, this is 2 days later. This is my own landscape that I made with this tool. And in the center is the playable area, which is quite small. And around there are automatically generated mountains. You can just switch it on that in the background you have mountains, and then you can set some parameters and they will be built by themselves. And those mountains here in the center I made through sculpting with the tool. And yeah, I think I could also make the mountains like I did before as meshes. But here I like that the texture is the same inside the playable area and outside. So it looks more like, wow, this is a real big open world. And I managed to paint a little bit, of grass and flowers. But I have to improve this, and we have some trees, but only few trees. And honestly, I don't know why they are so bluish. I have to find out. In the original in Blender, they don't look as bluish. It's more like a lighter green color. But yeah, I wanted to get it done. I will find out how to make them less bluish and that they match the surrounding. And the colors of the terrain, I can always change it. So it's just to explore the possibilities that I have. And as you can see, yeah, sculpting is possible, and I have an automatic landscape material that makes the flatter areas with grass and the steeper areas with rock. And maybe I could just change this, because I wanted to change it a little bit. Let's see whether we can do this. So this is material, yes, auto slope. Okay, so now we have maybe like that. It's okay. So when I make the auto slope higher, it should become more rocky. And when I make the auto slope lower, it should become more grassy. So I can adjust it like I want, which I find really awesome. And so even afterwards, when I think, oh, we have too much rock there, or so maybe here just this is too much rock, and I change this. I can take a mountain brush and make it a little bit bigger, let's say 50 meters, and then I can work on it, and it doesn't make round bulbs or so, but more, or lumps. It sculpts this very interesting with some noise inside. Do you see here? We have some greenery inside, and like that you can make it really interesting. And it's a fantastic tool. I really like it. Yeah. And I'm sure it will take some time to explore all the possibilities that I have with this tool, but I'm quite happy, and it went rather fast to get my first steps done. So maybe we could just run the game. So here we are in the middle of the game, and let's climb this mountain. So here we are underneath these huge trees. It's my favorite tree. I already integrated it in my first try of Talundia, my garden game, which I will maybe do sooner or later. But it's this game, Talundia, is too big, too huge as a first game. And therefore I want to make a smaller game as a first game. Yeah, and I think it's a good start, and I feel rather good in this Godot. So maybe just walk a little bit around. And the next thing I want to try is to put something down there beside the road and make myself able to pick it up, like I did in Unreal already. And yeah, for this I have to learn the language. I don't need to learn the whole language, but I have to start learning the language. And I think then when this is done, I can decide whether I want to stay with Godot or not, at least for my first game. And I'm more or less decided already, because I really feel good and it's running so smoothly when I run around and so. And sure, it has some disadvantages compared to Unreal Engine. But I think some of them will dissolve when I know it better. So some of that what I think, oh, that's not so good, like placing down the trees and such seems tedious, but maybe I just don't know how to do it faster. And here we are on top of the mountains, and that the rocks don't look natural is because I have a stylized texture. We have seen it in the other example. It looked much more natural because they took a natural, photorealistic texture, and this is a painted texture. And so that is why it looks a little bit painted, because it is painted. Yeah, and if I wanted, I could just change the color. That is really easy. In the beginning, I thought this is good as it is. Now when I see it, maybe it could be a little bit less brownish, more, maybe more gray bluish, but only a little bit. I will see. I can play around with it always. Yeah. And this picking up something will be an adventure for me. And I will find out whether I can do it. I'm sure I can do it. But yeah, I will find out whether it's very difficult for me or whether it's easy peasy. We will see. And then I will decide, and then I will think about the gameplay idea, whether I still stick to the idea of hiking around, collecting stuff and selling it in different villages, like I wanted to do with the Wandering Trader. And maybe my idea for the Wandering Trader was also too big. Maybe I have to make the idea smaller, but it should still be a lot of fun to do, and it should be interesting to do it over and over again. So we will see. But the first steps are done, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.